But Stranger Things, I'm gonna jump to that. Have you watched all of it?
I haven't, but I know everything that happens.
Okay, good. So you don't care about
Yeah.
spoilers?
Nope.
Fantastic. We're gonna talk about Stranger Things. So I finally finished season three. It took me a while. So the first time I watched Stranger Things was in school. Like my teacher started playing it one day when we weren't doing anything. Um, and yeah, we watched like the first two episodes, and then I went and started to watch Blind Wave react to it, and then decided to watch it myself, and then
Mm.
eventually got up to season three and season four and all that. Now I started watching season three like sometime like late last year, and then I finally finished it a week ago, and then jumped straight into season four, like and just like binged it. And season four was incredible. Very long episodes, but I didn't feel the length because I was just obsessed and just wanted to watch it all.
Right, right.
Sorry, I was drinking water. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. I can't really say I got spoiled because at the time I didn't care, but I knew
Mm.
that in a trailer for season four that they showed that. Oh yeah, I should probably say spoiler alert before I start spoiling things.
Right,
But
right, right.
spoiler for like everything, Stranger Things. So I saw a trailer for season four of Stranger Things like way before I even sat down to finish watching season two, and or just finish watching season one actually. So I knew that Hopper was alive. So when he died at the end of season three, even though I knew he was alive, I still
Mm.
cried. I was like, and here's the thing, this happened in another show where usually the parent dying isn't what gets me. It's the kid's reaction that gets me,
Right,
because
right.
paternal stuff just hits me hard every single time. It just makes me bawl my eyes out, and I'm just like, you can't do this to me, Stranger Things. I know he's alive. Why are you making me cry? This is
Right.
so sad. And then at the end of season four, a character dies, and they get brought back, but they die, and I thought they were dead. And I was just like, no, how dare you kill this character who has been better this season than they ever have been, and you just murder them. They killed like two characters, but one of them only one of them stayed dead. It was so sad.
Good.
This show is just depressing. But next season is
Yeah.
supposed to be the last season, so they're finally gonna destroy Vecna or whatever.
Hmm.
Let me tell you something. The re- the reveal of who Vecna is was incredible.
Mm.
And like the moment I figured it out it was the moment when they wanted you to figure it out. So for those, well, if you're watching this and you're getting spoiled, I guess it doesn't matter if I say for those who don't know. So, was it? There's an orderly that shows up in flashbacks with 11. Who I saw him and for some reason my brain told me because it was a flashback to back from back in season one. My brain told me, oh, this guy must have been in the first season, and they're bringing him back for this flashback. Shout out to him getting that Stranger Things bag. I was like, shout out to him for coming back and being able to get that money. And every time he showed up, I was like, just shout out to him. And then he kept showing up, and more. And I was like, they're giving this random orderly a lot of attention. And then it turns out that he was number one, like the first psychic experiment of all those little kids. And then it was revealed that he was a kid from a flashback who murdered Freddy Krueger.
Mm.
And that probably sounded insane to anybody who doesn't know what Stranger Things
I-
is. Um,
yeah.
Robert Englund, the man who played Freddy Krueger, had a cameo in Stranger Things
Gotcha.
as an old man whose family got murdered, and he got blamed for it, but it was actually his son who killed the family. Um, because the main villain in season four is basically Freddy Krueger, so they had Robert Englund cameo, and yeah. So my brain, I was like, he's number one, and then I was just like, he's Vecna, and I was just shook. I was like, this is so good. Stranger Things is great. I can't wait for the last season. So a lot of people don't like in the last two seasons, Will hasn't been like doing a lot. But the reason I don't care is because in the first two seasons, that kid was going through it. He was going through so much trauma, and I was just like, I'm happy that he didn't have anything to do these last 2 seasons. He deserves a break. You can't keep putting this kid through all this, but in the 5th season, it seems like he'll probably be more important and have more to do. So I'm excited to see that.